everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be following up my vlog from Atlanta Kickback book event, the Atlanta Kickback. It's not really a book show, but it's just called the Atlanta Kickback. But my video of that to show you what I got in my book haul right here. I guess you're supposed to be like this. But anyway, my book haul from Atlanta Kickback, hosted by 556 Book Chicks. So the first one is the only one that's not a fantasy, but her booth was all purple, and purple's my favorite color. So it made me want to stop. But I got Don't Be a Wife to a Boyfriend by Shonda Brown White, and I kind of got it just because I'm at a certain point in my life, and I just wanted, I wanted to read it and see what she thought, what opinion she had. And plus the bag got me. It says, you cook for him, clean for him, sacrifice for him, and give it your all. There's only one problem. In reality, he's your boyfriend. But in your mind, you're already married. The moment of being fed up and realizing you are giving so much of yourself to someone who doesn't give the same in return can be unmistakable and painful. This is not a man-bashing book or a book for women uninterested in the truth. This is for women who look at their relationships with feelings of betrayal, pain, and emptiness, and who want to make a change. Granted, that last sentence I don't feel in my relationship at this moment, which obviously you can see in my boyfriend tag video. But I feel, you can learn life lessons in anything. Even if you don't feel that way, you can still learn life lessons. So I got it. There's that. The next one I got was The Blood of Titans by C. Michael Forsyth. All these authors, of course, were at their table, so I was able to get all these books signed by them, even with my name's India. This is a fantasy book set place in Africa. He was telling me it's kind of a romance with some historical fiction, with some sci-fi all mixed in there. On the back it says, a tale of love and adventure. The Blood of Titans is a historical romance like none you've ever read before. Set in ancient Africa, it's the tale of Halima, a princess who falls in love with a warrior king. Enormous obstacles lie in the way of their happiness. In the course of their adventures, Princess Halima learns about lost duty and the bonds of love, and makes a decision that affects the futures of kingdoms. So that was the next book that I chose. I really like the cover. The cover grabbed me. I like the detail, and so, but he has a few, and I'm gonna try and link a lot of their web pages below for these books, because I just picked a book from a lot of the stacks that some of these people have. The next one I got is Red Summer, an urban fantasy by Antoinette J. Houston. I think I saw her towards the end of the show, and she had these cool bookmarks. See, some cool bookmarks that grabbed my attention, because she's got different types of books, and so I just had to pick which one I wanted, because I wasn't going to buy any of them because I am poor, or I wasn't going to buy all of them because I'm poor. So this one says, Rita James can manipulate fire. As the summer progresses, Rita finds it harder and harder to control her growing abilities. Rita tries to keep it under control, but the harder she tries, the more obvious it becomes that something is wrong. Her weird mood swings and strange behavior alarms her guardian, Thomas, who knows more about her past than she does. A past that refuses to be hidden away any longer, and quickly involves her best friend Ingrid, her boyfriend Will, and his best friend Nikki. As memories and abilities reveal themselves, will the four be able to cope with the truth of their past? Will they be able to get adjusted to the truth before the real danger comes for them? So, another fantasy. There's fire involved, so I was pretty excited. It's not that long, so I figured I'd be able to read it pretty quickly once I get to it in my TBR. And finally, which is actually I think the first book I picked up, I just started on one wall of the room, and it's actually the first book I picked up. She said, because this one, I believe she told me is a trilogy of all three. I think of her books. Hold on, I want to make sure. or it's 2 books in one. She told me it's either 1 book or 2 books in one. So it's like you got the best of all the deals. But I got some bookmarks, and it's a fantasy and a whole bunch of stuff, and her card. So this one, The Rise of Nazil by Aaron Michael Hall. It says, it was the 75th year of Alberoth when the Azazar summoned the Guardians. There was an imbalance in the lands of Feilundel. The Zaxxon, Drazen, Varix conspired to exterminate the infestation in Nazil. He planned to eradicate the humans. Led by the priestly caste called the Cha, the xenophobic Nazilians dominating Feilundel justified their brutalities against the humans. But when the first chosen of the elite guard discovers Brahanu, Ravenat, lost near the gate of the city, not only his life but also his entire system of beliefs is forever changed. With the darkness covering the lands, can love, forbidden yet eternal, save both humans and Nazilans? So yeah, it is considered an adult fantasy novel. It's not considered a young adult novel. But I'm excited. The author, she was really nice. And she's right here in Georgia, which is awesome. And so I decided to read it. It's already a big book, and the print is super small in there. So it might take me a little bit of time to read this one when I get to it. But those are the 4 books that I got during this time. So I felt like I did pretty well for a small book con, or a small book convention for Atlanta Kickback. What was it? Antoinette J. Houston, her table had these little pouches with things in them, bands that represent her books, even a set of matches obviously goes with the cover, and things like that. I'm pretty sure she just gave them to me because it was the end of the show. But I'm excited to read all of them, you know, add them to my ever-growing TBR pile. And I would say I put them in my bookshelves, but I don't own bookshelves, so I don't know where they're going to go right now. But I will, of course, post videos when I read them and when I'm done with them. Also, don't forget to check out my blog. Sometimes my reviews go up on my blog before they come here. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button below. And I guess that's it for me today. Until next time, keep turning the pages.